What's up and welcome back to another video, and today Gearbox Studios has officially sold. Now we're going to get into what this means for the Borderlands franchise here in a moment, but first I'd like to run down the details of the sale so you all can see what went down last night, because at 10:48 p.m. CST via the Gearbox Twitter account, it was officially announced that the company has been sold by the Embracer Group to Take-Two Interactive. The post reads the following: "We're incredibly proud to announce that we're joining the Take-Two Interactive /@2K family." Then they left a pretty generic message which I don't think anybody cares to hear me read, right? Just standard industry talk that amounted to, hey, these people bought these people and now they want to sword fight each other with their wieners. But no, in all seriousness, this is not the video I thought I'd be making right now. We all knew that the sale was coming, but I figured it would have maybe happened on a Friday, but you know, I guess I was wrong. I was in the middle of making a video on the most recent Gearbox controversy that I'll be pushing till tomorrow, because now that the company has finally been sold, I've got to talk about it. So, if you'll remember, the Embracer Group bought Gearbox for a crazy $1.4 billion back in 2021. And now today, the company was sold for a measly $469 million. And to every single Borderlands 3 Brian, Wonderlands Wilson, and even the handful of New Tales Timmys out there, all I gotta say is fuck you. The hundreds of comments I've seen over the last 10 months about how I'm stupid for saying those games have hurt the franchise more than they have done it good. And okay, before I go on, whether you like them or not, that's fine, you're entitled to that opinion. But to anybody who's left these comments on my channel, or anyone's YouTube channel for that matter, what does a negative $1 billion evaluation over a 3-year period sound like? Well, if you're struggling to put it together, that's failure, my friends. I know a lot of you who've subscribed here are completely aware of the situation Gearbox is in, and this probably comes as no surprise to you. But I had to get that out of my system. The company has not only been devalued so much by the last couple big flops in the Borderlands series, but we've seen time and time again that the CEO Randy Pitchford is not a good person, with some serious allegations of him being a PDF file? What I'm trying to say is I think that it definitely needs to be taken into question whether or not this guy should really be in charge of Gearbox at this point. He's obviously not made the best calls for the company, with an alleged Saudi fund falling through for $2 billion back in 2023, right before Gearbox hit the market for their sale. Which, can we just say that it's confirmed at this point, with it now coming out that they've been devalued by about $1 billion. The money would have been used to recoup some of their losses and then grab more for future projects. Instead, the Saudi investors pulled out of the deal as they didn't see a horse in the race, leaving the Embracer Group to deal with the scraps and figure out what the fuck to do with Gearbox. And well, they clearly realized there's no way they're making that money back and decided to go out and drop them before Gearbox tanked themselves completely into bankruptcy. Now, in regards to Take-Two/2K, who came in for the save, they have been a part of publishing the Borderlands franchise for years now, meaning that we will now see the games made completely in-house with no outsourcing. Which goes hand in hand, as yes, that is a good thing, but that also means that the writers and devs of the current era games are in even more control than ever before, meaning we will likely see repeated patterns in the following Borderlands releases. As to how this affects Borderlands 4, well, since the sale will not go into effect until Q1 of 2025, as it says right here in this article, and I'll go ahead and just read this little piece of it, where it says Gearbox will operate as a studio within 2K, a publishing label owned by Take-Two, and will be led by founder and CEO Randy Pitchford. Take-Two said that the acquisition is set to be completed during the first quarter of Take-Two's fiscal year 2025. Now Gearbox, with its head CEO Randy Pitchford, are calling the shots more than ever. But since the sale isn't going to take full effect until next year, that basically confirms my last video where we spoke on the uncertain future of Borderlands 4. As now, more than ever, with that not taking effect this year, I believe that Borderlands 4 will not release this year, maybe not even next year, but who knows? I could be wrong, but I definitely see it releasing in one of those 2 years. But like I said back in 2023, there's definitely no way we're seeing it this year, guys. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we haven't even heard a drop from Gearbox about this game. All we know is that it's in development. And if I'm being honest, I don't even see it releasing in 2024. I could see it maybe being mentioned next year, but to be honest with you, I see this thing coming out in 2025. And I still feel that exact same way. I don't see it coming out this year, and I'd be genuinely shocked if we even hear anything about it in 2024 at this point. Because if it was, it would have likely been revealed at PAX East 2024, which is now behind us, as I discussed earlier in the week. But that's the brunt of today's news. They are officially sold and are going to go forward with Take-Two Interactive. I just wanted to get this information out to you guys as quick as possible, because I remember covering when the company went up for sale about 6 months ago. And as the months went on, it became pretty apparent that the interest in buyers was pretty damn low. Hell, I was genuinely starting to worry about the company. I thought these motherfuckers were about to just sink. And I laugh about that because I'm actually happy that they didn't. Because even though I'm really worried about Borderlands 4, I am at the very least intrigued. But with how tanked Gearbox is as a company, compared to where they were, the news today confirmed one thing. This was one hell of a fall from grace. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow, as we're going to break down some of the recent controversy with Gearbox Studios. So look out for that, but I appreciate you all for watching this video till the end, and if you enjoyed it, please smash a like on it, and subscribe if you guys are new. And maybe if you haven't yet, go give me a follow on Twitter. The link to that will be at the top of the description. But more importantly, remember that I love you all to death. I want you to take it easy out there, stay safe, and with that, I will see you all in the next one.